wanted to jump on while I was thinking about it. And while I was in Montana, I met a guy in Holding. His name was Mark, old head, real good person. 66 years old, had a 12-year-old son. His son had just came through cancer, had been fighting cancer since he's like 4 years old. From a small town called Wise River, Montana. I looked the town up when I got home. There's like 40-some people in this town. Anyway, I was thinking about Mark. Because when they had brought me in, you know, me and Mark immediately started talking or whatever. He's in there on some bullshit, like domestic, old lady smashed the phone, like, it, you know, a misdemeanor, no big deal. But he's stressed about his son. Like, where's my son going to go? Where's he going to end up? And, you know, I'm telling you, it's going to be, bro, you're going to get a bail. Like, as soon as Monday gets here, like, you're out of here. Don't worry about it. So I eventually, you know, I start telling him about my bullshit. And I'm like, you know, bro, I'm from out of state. I'm probably not getting no bail. It said no bail in the papers. And I remember he had looked at me and he said to me, he's like, I don't know what it is, man. He's like, I get read on people, and he's like, there's something about you. He's like, you're gonna get out of this. You're gonna beat this. You're gonna go home. He's like, I'm telling you. He's like, there's something about you. I know it's gonna happen. Yeah, I believe. You know, I'm like, yeah, I believe it, Mark. I do. I believe that, and I appreciate it. So next day rolls around, we go up to court. He goes first. Of course, it's a bullshit charge. It was like $1,000 bond. He got $100 of bond out. He had like $250 in his belongings, and the only reason I know that is because the old head said if he got out of there before me, he had $250 that he would leave $50 on my books. That's all he could give me, but that's what he would give me. Of course, I told him he didn't have to give me nothing. But the offer, the man don't know me from Adam, and offered to look after me. So anyway, they take him back down. Then I go up. It's my turn to see the judge, and you know, she's reading down my charges. I got a felony. She gets through it, and she ends up talking about a bail, and I'm like, oh shit, like, I'm gonna get a fucking bail, which in itself was a miracle that I got a bail, being from out of state. So they take me back down. It's a $15,000 bail, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. The money's not the. They take me back down, and he's waiting on me. And he's like, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like, "Bro, they gave me a bail." And he immediately teared up, and he looked at me. He's like, he come over, he hugged me. He's like, "See, I told you." He's like, "I told you there's something about you." He said, "I knew there was something about you. There's something about your aura. I told you you're gonna go home. You're gonna beat this." But anyway, man, I was thinking about Mark, and I actually have his address, and I'll write him a letter. Maybe we can bring Mark on, and everybody can meet Mark. Man, he was just a good old boy. 66, man, still raising a kid. I can only imagine, a son. He was amazing, man. Hopefully we can in the future get to meet, all of us meet Mark.